I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Didn't know how it was going to go, and I don't think, honestly, anyone knew how it was going to go. So let's talk about that, because there were some interesting results. Sadly, the results were heavily skewed by my trolls, so let's talk about that. So the first stream was Black Ops 7, and the thing was, I think whenever I play one of these multiplayer games these days, there's different elements and different people who show up. There's still longtime viewers and fans who enjoy seeing me play multiplayer games like Call of Duty or Street Fighter or anything like that. And I appreciate those people that come by and hang out and engage and support with those streams. At the same time, there has also always been this weird troll element. People who come by to see me fail, right? People who say, hey, I want to see Darkside Phil suck and lose at this game, and then I can laugh at him, all right? But the thing is, in the last year, I have seen the fan base change. Now, more people are way more willing to come by and hang out with me on a chill stream where we can interact and have a good time, a stream where they could do a lot of advice towards the game I'm playing, for example, rather than a multiplayer stream. Because when I'm playing Call of Duty multiplayer, I can't really be talking with the audience at the same time. You have to wait for the matches to end to really have that level of interaction. I mean, even with Arc Raiders, even though that's very, action intense, I can still talk with the audience during it to learn about the game and stuff like that. I ask questions, they answer and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So today, how did it go with Black Ops 7? Really great stream. Basically, I played with the sniper rifle and had a dramatically improved performance. I was actually hitting people and getting tons of kills and kill streaks. Then I went to a melee class / shotgun class, and at first I was trying with the melee and it wasn't really working, so I switched over and just started getting all these shotgun kills, and it was working. And in fact, I found out that there was this weekly challenge from a couple weeks ago that if I got some point-blank shotgun kills and also SMG kills, I could unlock this new kill streak drone that would actually do sniping in the air. And I was like, oh, that sounds neat, so that should probably be my goal for the rest of the stream. So for the final third of the stream, I switched over to the Carbon SMG, and I was doing well with that too. I was mowing people down with this thing, getting kill streaks, and doing really well. So arguably, a 180 turnaround from the performances that I was having in Black Ops 7 previous to all this equipment upgrade, okay? So, the stream itself, gameplay-wise, went really well. But how exactly did the stream go in general? Well, here's what happened. My fans showed up and hung out on the YouTube side, and were having a good time, and were interacting with me and helping me and talking like usual. My trolls all went to the kick side, and they thought that they were going to make this a big party of making fun of DSP sucking. But guess what happened? I wasn't sucking. So instead, what they tried to do is distract me by saying horrible things in the chat about me, about my family members, them and their million stock accounts. Essentially, the whole Kino Casino holdover crowd, the losers, came in and tried to derail the entirety of the stream. I just ignored it. They were literally going there with the stupid thumbs down emotes and everything. I said, I'm just going to completely ignore that chat, and I'm just going to play Call of Duty, okay? Overall, the stream did decently. It wasn't the best stream ever. It certainly wasn't the worst. It was kind of middle of the road. Decent engagement, decent attendance, and decent support, all right? So the thing is, I wasn't upset. I was hoping that it was going to do a little better. I think what I'm going to do is next week, I'm going to try Call of Duty as a late night stream again and see if it goes a little better. The earlier stream this week did go a little better when it was a late night stream. So maybe we take a second go at that and see how it goes next week, okay? So, the Call of Duty stream was all right. And then tonight was Tainted Grail. So I kind of determined Call of Duty might be a late stream next week. Let's see. Tainted Grail tonight, all right? I really liked it. We advanced the game. We advanced the plot. My build got a little bit more interesting because instead of just spamming ice, now I had a wand and I figured out how to use the wands effectively. I actually got a few new wands that I was able to use in the combat. They actually added some variety to the combat, so it always wasn't just like a one-note combat anymore. The plot got more interesting, although I'll admit, much like Elder Scrolls, the game is a little bit wonky. It seems like there's a little bit of impreciseness on exactly how to play it and what to do, which can lead to some confusion, but at the same time, it probably leads to many ways to do certain things, which might actually be a positive in the long run to see someone play this game a different way than, say, you did. Might be pretty neat. So here's what happened. The trolls were so upset, all right, that basically I didn't have a bad Call of Duty stream, but instead did well, and that I ignored them when they were spamming the chat. They decided to double down their efforts and do exactly the same thing on the Tainted Grail stream. In addition, keep in mind, they already want to try to ruin this playthrough for me because I got the game gifted for free from the game devs. They went and harassed the game devs after the fact and said they were threatening to downvote the game and do all this boycott of the game because I had gotten a free copy, which made the game devs, of course, put out this PR statement that, oh, we didn't specifically select Darkside Phil to get it or whatever. A whole bunch of people got it. This was an intentional thing, which I said right when I got the game. I said, this is not a sponsorship or a promotion. They are just sending out this collector's edition copies of the game to people who are interested. I was one. They were trying to get promotion for their DLC. It sucked it took so long for me to get it, but now I'm going to give the game a shot. So now the trolls are dead set on ruining this playthrough for me because they want to feel like they have some kind of power on Earth. They really do. In reality, I could give two shits what they say or do. I want people to actually enjoy the playthrough that I'm putting out for them, okay? So here's what happened tonight. The entire Kick side was trolls. No one on Kick, besides maybe one or two people, was a legitimate fan. All the fans came over to the YouTube side because they wanted nothing to do with that Kick crowd of trolls. They were just very upset by it, okay? I'll be honest, I had a good time with the game, and there was a small group of people who did, but for the most part, it wasn't great. Attendance on YouTube was all right, but you could tell it was inflated by troll accounts and people leaving Kick and coming to YouTube to try to talk. Engagement was all right. Again, there was a few people talking about the game, but not a ton. Support was not good at all. All right. So basically, a troll gifted 8 subs. It was another sock account of Iron Chef Sakai. I didn't know that at the time that's who it was, but it was. It became apparent later on in the night. Outside of those gifteds, we didn't even make $50 of support. So that's not good, especially for a game that this wasn't the first time I played it. This wasn't the second time I played it. This was the third time. This was the attempt to try to find the audience. It didn't work as a day stream. Let's do a night chill stream. It also didn't work as a night chill stream. So sadly, I hate to say it, it looks like Tainted Grail is turning out to be another metaphor. A game where I really like it, and there is a small audience that does, but it's just not an audience that's demanding enough to show up and engage and support this game to warrant a full playthrough. Especially a game like Tainted's Grail. That's a long game. You know it's going to be lengthy with tons of content, open world exploration, tons of RPG elements and stories. How can I play this game at length when I can't even get enough people to do a decent night stream, right? So it is what it is. At the end of the stream, of course, the trolls went chaotic. They were so oh, yes, the stream didn't work, and they're freaking out in the Kick chat. They're just morons, okay? So basically, the Tainted Grail stream didn't work on its own merits. It would have been one thing if, like, people showed up and were upset by the trolling, but then there was all kinds of positivity about the game and engagement and support. It didn't happen. I hate to say it, I just don't think Tainted Grail is working, all right? I've now tried 3 streams. Outside of the first stream, which was curiosity because the game was gifted to me by the game devs, it hasn't worked in the second and third outings. People are saying it's too similar to Elder Scrolls, and you know, I can't seem to find an audience for it. So it sucks because I like it and I would like to continue it, but I can't play it for myself on a stream, that is. Maybe one day I could play it off stream for myself, but I don't see it being a streaming game moving forward. Now, here's the thing. Maybe this was just bad luck. I'd like to know. I'm going to upload those videos tonight. Obviously, I'm uploading this video. If you get back to me, you're like, no, listen, we like the game, continue it. We will show up. We will support in the future. Then I'll consider continuing it. But for the most part, the feedback I got today was no, it's just not that good. Don't bother with it. So what am I going to do? Right? So, yeah, I would say based on the experimental streams today, we're going to try Call of Duty again next week as a late night stream. Probably, I'm thinking like Monday night, if not Tuesday night. I'm not sure which night. I think it's Monday night I was going to try it again. And then Tainted Grail's done. And what we'll probably do is we'll reconvene on Sunday. And unless things have dramatically changed in some way, we will talk about what should be another game that this coming week we now try out. What game should it be? I don't know. You guys have all these ideas that you've thrown at me, but I'm not sure what is the best one. So maybe we'll discuss it. We'll look at some games together, you know, on Steam, and we'll try to determine what's the next game that maybe, say, I don't know, Tuesday night, we try as something new. So keep in mind, between Expedition 33, Ark Raiders, Pokemon Legends ZA's DLC, RimWorld, and Call of Duty, we've got lots of games for next week. And a week from today is the release of Code Violet, the spiritual successor to Dino Crisis. So it's not like we have nothing to do. It's just a matter that we have to figure out what else do we want to do to maybe try something new next week. All right? Overall, I just want to say this week has been an amazing streaming week. We are figuring stuff out. We're seeing how this new year is going to progress. And I'm very pleased with how it's going so far. Thank you to everyone who chilled, engaged, and did support with my content this week. Despite the morons trying to derail it all, we still had a great time, and we're still progressing very positively, right? So I am off from streaming tomorrow. I wish you all the best. Maybe you can get caught up with some of the stuff that you missed out from on this week. When we reconvene on Sunday, there will be a Level 1 podcast to talk about all of this. There will be a major stream of Clear Expedition 33 following that. And then Sunday night, January 4th, the late night stream will be RimWorld, which you guys really loved last week. I'm happy to continue on and try it again on Sunday night and see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get a great crowd to hang out and, you know, have a good time with RimWorld that second stream. I'm just going to treat it like the first one. Hopefully hang out with you, try to learn and absorb from your advice, okay? Everyone, thank you. Have a good night. I will see you all on Sunday, all right? Peace out, everyone. And again, thank you for a great week. See you soon.